Hey, everybody. Another common question I see in editing groups is, how do I find clients? If we really think about it, there are two main ways. Either you find the clients or they find you. Let's start with the first method. You go out, you find the clients. This is what most editors do when they're first starting out. You can do this on social media by looking for posts where someone says they want to hire an editor or asking for recommendations for an editor. The pros of this method, you know the person is interested in your services. Cons, you are competing with dozens to maybe even 100 or more editors. You need to see the post early enough that you'll be considered. In most situations, it forces you to compete on price. You don't want to be that person that pops up and says, I can help you with that. I'm an editor and have tools to fix and edit all of your problems. DM me for rates. Seriously, don't be that person. You'll come off like an annoying pop up ad or a bot that just won't go away. So respond in a way that is personalized and don't make it sound like you're a bot that is there to respond anytime somebody says podcast editing. Another place to look for clients is on creative marketplaces and podcast industry job boards. These are places like Fiverr, Upwork, Podworks, and so on. The pros of these, they're easy to find podcasters looking for an editor. You can create profiles to help you stand out. Cons, these sites tend to put an emphasis on price over quality, and there's a lot of competition there. Another way you can find clients is through networking and cold outreach. Reach out to podcast editing agencies, see if they have openings, follow them on social media, because oftentimes they will post there if they're hiring editors. You can go to conferences, but just be aware that going to podcast specific conferences, you're back into that crowded space where there's going to be just a ton of editors there. Find a niche and go to the conferences with that audience. You'll have far less competition, so you'll be able to stand out a little bit more. You can attend local networking events. You can do cold emails, cold phone calls. Pros of networking and outreach, there's less competition, like I talked about earlier. The cons are that it takes time. If you attend events, a lot of times there's cost associated with that, maybe even travel. Cold outreach has a very low conversion rate in general, and it's not really a good option for people that aren't into networking. So, introverts like me, cold outreach, events, it's just not something that's going to work. But for a lot of people who love that environment, that could be a really good way to find clients. So let's switch over to the other method of finding clients, and that's when clients find you. This is my preferred method. Examples of clients finding you is through word of mouth or referrals. Pros of this is the leads are warm to hot, and these are the best types of leads you can have because it's going to be a lot easier to close them. Cons of word of mouth is it requires a network of people that can refer you. If you don't know a lot of people with podcasts or people that know people with podcasts, it can take some time to build up that network. Another way that clients find you is through your website. The pros of having a good website is it can make it easier for you to differentiate yourself or to help you stand out from the competition. You can tailor your messaging to your ideal client. It makes it easier to show your portfolio, case studies, pricing, and all of this helps you better qualify leads. So you spend less time on discovery calls with people that just aren't going to be a good fit for you. The cons of using a website to help people find you is it really requires a professional website. If people are doing their research online, which most people do these days, if they're looking at 10 different editors and your site isn't the same level as all of the others, they're going to cross you off the list. And having a professional website, it needs to be immediately clear what you do and who you work with. It needs to have a good layout and good messaging. It needs to load quickly. It needs to be mobile friendly. And I would say that in general, most of the editor sites I've seen that were done by the editor themselves could be improved to convert better. Other ways clients can find you is through inbound marketing. This could include an email list, using social media, SEO, blogs, videos, and podcasts. The pros of inbound marketing are that it's cost effective, it builds trust and credibility, has long term results, evergreen content is always there, and helping to build awareness of you and your services. Inbound marketing makes it easy to target your ideal clients, aligns with modern buying preferences. Most people research options and choices online. So if you don't have a presence but your competitors do, you might be losing out on jobs. Because if we really think about it, people hire people. They don't hire a faceless company. So the more content you have out there, the better people, potential leads, feel like they know you, the more likely they are to reach out to you. And the cons of inbound marketing are that it takes time. It takes time to create, to see results, and it requires constant effort. It may require outsourcing or hiring specialists to help you strategize and learn how to maximize your results. Do it yourself is possible, but it may take longer to see the types of results you're hoping for, as you have to learn the ins and outs of each branch of inbound marketing that you incorporate. It requires adaptation as algorithms, trends, and overall behaviors change online. Let me interrupt things for just a minute to let you know that Tansy Aster offers consulting services to editors who are looking for advice or guidance on their website or inbound marketing strategies. Check us out at tansyaster.com. Link is in the description below. Now back to our video. As an introvert, I prefer using inbound techniques. It just fits me and my strengths a lot better. But there isn't a right way and a wrong way to find clients. It's about finding the way that works best for you and your strengths and your situation. There's a lot of competition in the editing space already, and the competition is increasing since the barrier to entry is being reduced by AI technology. Editors with established rosters are already in a good place because they've hit that critical mass where they're likely turning away more business than they take in. Less established editors are facing more of an uphill battle. It's a tough time to be entering the field since everyone is watching their expenses right now. And everyone I've talked to has had a tough time this year in finding clients and even maintaining their existing roster. And with AI threatening to disrupt things even more, it will be interesting to see how things play out in the next couple of years. And I do want to just share this with you. Don't get tricked into thinking there's a checklist or a roadmap you can follow to build a successful editing business. We're all on our own journey. We're all coming into this from different situations with different skills and different goals. That doesn't mean you have to figure it all out on your own, but it does mean that you don't have to follow someone else's way if it doesn't feel right for you. My wife and I have taken ideas from many different places as we've been building our business, trying to find the things that work best for us, and I encourage you to do the same thing. So, editors, how did you find your first client? How long have you been in business, and how do you find clients now? Post your answers in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.